One of the things that you have developed is the 5 ways to well-being, and I'm interested to know if you could maybe just quickly talk us through them to give folks a bit of an overview.
Yeah, so the idea was in the UK we have the idea that 5 fruit and vegetables a day is supposed to be healthy, is healthy actually. The evidence is anywhere between 2 and 8. Once you've had 2 bits of fruit and vegetables, you've got like 60-70% of the benefit, and you can benefits keep on going up to about 8. So 5 is a bit of a random number, pick there, but you've got 5 fingers, so it's sort of resonating. And what I suggested to Government Office of Science was we needed the equivalent for well-being, and it needed to be 5. And that might sound terrible. It's a piece of social marketing, effectively. You're trying to take the evidence and make it into a simple form, and a list of 5 is about right. Human brain can't really deal with a list of 8 or 10. 10 commandments was a strategic error. It's too many. I hope I haven't offended anybody. I did once have a woman say that I was deeply offensive. But 10 is too long a list. And so if you see 10 ways to do this or 12 to do this, people aren't going to remember it. So 5 is about right. So you have to understand you're in the game of social marketing to do this. And we just wanted to summarize the evidence about what we know makes people happier. And so the 5 ways are active words that try and capture a sort of universal positive action that's going to work, and then the idea is that you can have a myriad of possibilities underneath this word. So the 5 ways go connect, which is that social relationships are the most important thing for our happiness and well-being. We are relational beings, humans. We're all created through a relationship. Our mother and father got together and made us. That's a relationship. We come out of that. We're brought up in a network of relationships. So connect is the most important. The next is be active. Is that physical activity is great for our emotional health as well as our physical health. We shouldn't be surprised at this. Emotions are experienced in our bodies. So the difference between an emotion and a thought is just in our head. Emotions have bodily responses with them. So any emotion that we feel, we will feel in our physical body. And the feedback mechanism works the other way around. Move our body, it will shift our emotions. Fastest way out of a bad mood is to do something active. It can be anything, but it's getting up off the sofa and doing something. So be active. The third one is take notice, which is about being engaged in the world. So it's about mindfulness. It's about noticing what's going on within you, noticing what's going on around with you, being alert to what's going on around. The next one is keep learning. You guys are doing that, keeping your learning going through your life. I know that, I've hopped from jobs, if I don't feel I'm learning things. That's, when I go stale from learning, that's a real problem. And then the final one is give, which is that, we actually feel great when we give to other people. All sorts of experiments show that. There's one on the difference between retail therapy and generosity therapy, which is that they gave, students random sums of money between $10 and $100. So they were looking at the effect size as well. And they also told half of them to spend it on themselves, half of them to spend it on other people. The amount of money didn't make much difference, but the big difference is whether you spent it on yourself or someone else. So it was interesting. And these things of connect, be active, take notice, keep learning, and give are in virtually every spiritual tradition. These are not new things. The only thing is that we can point to this bit of research and this bit of research, and we messaged it in a certain way, but you're really talking about something that's pretty well known out there. So having these 5 things is I think helpful as a clue to what you can do. So I know a lot of people who design projects. So one guy created a new word which was called photography. And he basically got some money for getting people to be more active. But the way he got them to be more active, they were difficult to reach group, was he bought cameras and he taught them to take photographs, and then they had to walk to beauty spots to go and take the photographs. And so they ended up walking further to go and take them. So they all had these wristbands on, and they met all these government targets on how much he's supposed to get these people to do it. But they thought they were taking photographs, and they were taking photographs. And but he got them out into nature, and he got them taking notice and learning and and being active all at the same time and connecting as a group. So if you can get them to work synergistically together, I think that's when they work best.